Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Ethics at 8, where we discuss previous year questions from UPSC and KPSC examination. I'm Dr. Arjun Bopanna, founder of Nama KPSC Academy. So let's go to today's question, guys. So today's question is differentiate between the values of impartiality and non-partisanship in public administration. So this is again directly from the syllabus. The syllabus talks about the various values in public administration. So in that, one of the value is impartiality, the other one is non-partisanship. Both these values ensure neutrality. So being neutral is an important principle that a public administrator should follow. So in order to be neutral, he should have value of impartiality, he should have value of non-partisanship. So the question is asking you to differentiate between the two values. How are they different? What is the difference in their objective? And what is the difference in how they are achieved? All right. So that is what is expected from this question. Take about 10 to 12 minutes to write this particular question, to answer to this particular question. It's a 15 marker, about 250 words, meaning about 2.5 pages you have to write. Take about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, pause the video, write it, and then you can compare your answer with the discussion. Okay, I hope you guys have written the answer for this particular question. So as I told you, you need to bring out the difference between the two values of impartiality and non-partisanship. Okay, both are essential to achieve neutrality. See, a civil servant, a public administrator needs to be neutral. Okay, so to be neutral, one has to have impartial, one needs to be impartial, one needs to be non-partisan. Okay, so non-partisan is mainly from a political point of view, not affiliating to any particular political party, whereas being impartial means not, affiliating, not being biased to a particular individual or particular group. So this is mainly from a social context, and this is mainly from a political context. So let's see the structure. Very simple. Both these values are essential to achieve neutrality as a principle for civil servant. Okay, so you just write down what is, or you define what is neutrality and why it is important for civil servant. Very briefly, it helps us to achieve honesty, it helps us to achieve integrity, it helps us to be more efficient, it helps us to take decisions more efficiently, etc. So two values are very important to be neutral. That is what is there in the question, that is impartial and non-partisan. So write about impartial, the definition of being impartial, and non-partisan. Define what is non-partisan. Okay, and then bring out the difference. So whenever difference is asked, it's always ideal to write it in a table to bring out the difference. You can write it in paragraphs also, or in sentences where you're comparing the two. But if you are able to bring out the difference in table, it becomes much more easier for the examiner to evaluate, and hence you might be able to fetch better marks. So let's, then you write the difference between the two. That is the second part. This is the introduction part. And the third part, in the conclusion, how, again, based on your explanation in the differences, you can say that both of them, even though they try to achieve different things, ultimately it helps to promote neutrality, and neutrality is essential feature of good public administration. Okay, so that way you can conclude your answer. So let's just see some of the key words that has to be there in your answer. See, I'm just again not explaining each of these topics because I assume that you all know the concept. So I'm just focusing on the keywords which has to be there in your answer. So make sure that if you have not written those keywords, consciously try and impress upon yourself that these keywords should be there in your answer next time when similar topic is asked. All right, so it's an important value. What impartiality, non-partisanship is an important value to ensure neutrality of civil servants. What is impartiality? Act without bias. You don't take part, you're not partial, you're not biased, you don't support one particular individual, group, etc. over the other. So all your decisions are therefore going to be very objective. Okay, it is going to be based on the ethical principles. It is going to be based on rule of the land. It is going to be based on the right conduct that is mentioned in the service code of conduct, etc. So you will act without any bias, okay, without taking into account the status of a particular group, or rich or poor, or caste or religion or gender, whatever. You don't take any decisions based on these factors. You will be objective in the way you take your decisions. Whereas non-partisanship means what? The lack of any inclination or affiliation towards any particular political party, political ideology. Okay, see, this is an essential feature of democracy. Political parties come to power, new leaders come to power, leaders will have ideologies, etc. But civil servants will be neutral. Irrespective of political party in power, you will serve them, you will aid, assist, and advise them, irrespective of which political party is in power. A3, that is aid, advise, and assist the political parties that is in power. Okay, the prime minister, irrespective of what political party, chief minister, irrespective of what political party he belongs to, you will serve them objectively without any bias, advise, aid, and assist them without having any. So this is again essential feature of neutrality. So these are the two different. Now, there may be, a lot of overlapping in terms of the conduct of impartiality and non-partisanship, but still you need to bring out the difference. So impartiality means treating all individuals, groups, etc. without any bias or favoritism. On the other hand, non-partisanship means refraining from favoring any one particular party or ideology, and ensuring that your duties, your decision makings are without any inclination towards these ideologies. Impartiality will ensure that your decisions are fair, just, and objective. Okay, impartiality will ensure that your decision making are objective and adherence to the rule of law. Okay, they are essential for building public trust. Okay, when the public knows that your decisions are objective without any bias, they will improve your trust. Okay, promoting fairness, transparency, and accountability. On the other hand, when you are non-partisan, the political leaders will have trust over you. So impartiality will ensure public having faith in the public administrator, and non-partisanship will ensure that the political leaders will be having more confidence that yes, this person is not a XYZ party man. He is going to advise me, he is going to aid me, assist me, irrespective of whatever individually or political inclination he has, but as a civil servant, he is going to advise me. So irrespective of which political party comes, they will have. So therefore, it is very crucial for integrity and credibility of the officer. Okay, if the political leader wants to have trust over you, you should be non-partisan. This is essential for safeguarding the democratic process. Also will be helpful in upholding the rule of law. Okay, so this will ensure effective governance and ensure that the governance is in the best interest of the public, of the society, of the nation, rather than any particular individual or a group. Okay, this will foster a conducive environment for political stability. Okay, the political party, the chief minister, ministers, MLAs, MPs, they will have trust over their officers. This will ensure political stability. It will ensure efficiency of public administration. It will ensure the effective utilization of public resources. All that you'll have to write. Also help in consensus building within the public administrator. Constructive dialogue among the various stakeholders, the officers, the subordinates, the political masters, all of them will be involved in decision making. This will ensure efficiency of public administration. So that is what is the difference between the two, even though there's a lot of overlapping with respect to how the conduct is going to be shaped. But at the end, if you talk about impartiality, it is from more the social point of view and how public will have trust over you. Whereas non-partisanship is more from a political point of view, and it helps the political leaders to have confidence over you. So that's how these two things are different. And some examples also you need to write. In the previous discussions I've told you, mention some live good examples, case studies, etc. I have put some case study over here which I found online, and you would have also gone through this. Like for example, T.N. Sheshan, who was the chief election commissioner. Okay, so how his value of integrity, how his value of impartiality, non-partisanship helped to strengthen the election commission as an institution. And today, if election commission has been able to perform, elections year after year without, without corruption, etc. This has been possible because of strengthening of election commission. So you can write some example like this, like has T.N. Sheshan, who has earned dignity and respect because he has adhered to these values of neutrality, impartiality, non-partisanship, etc. So this attitude has helped to strengthen the institutions like election commission. So something like this as an example can be written within your answer or towards the end in your conclusion to strengthen your argument that how impartiality will help in, or the principle of neutrality is essential for good governance. Okay, so I hope this discussion was useful for you to compare what you have written and what is expected from you in your answer. So make sure those keywords are there in your answer. If it is missing, make sure next time when you write similar answers, you can use these points. I hope it is useful, guys. So tomorrow also, I will come up with another question and we will practice this on a regular basis. I hope these initiatives are useful. If it is useful, make sure you give us a comment. If you have any suggestions, please do give us a comment. We will appreciate it, make some changes accordingly. Thank you for watching and have a good day.